Hey Virgos, it's Illume Astrology with your October 2018 tarot reading. Please forgive me for the long delay. It's the 8th already and I'm not even through them all. I'm just kind of going between my readings that I can, what I can do. So the big news this month is Venus is retrograde, which is all about revisiting old partnerships, rethinking your relationship, your love life, what you want in love, friends from the past coming back. Venus rules diplomacy and friendship, partnership, houses, both the 7th and the 2nd, those things that bring us pleasure, money, pleasure, art, music, and relationships of all types. So let's see what October has in store for Virgos, those born under the sun, moon, or rising sign of Virgo. Please keep in mind these are general readings, so not all the stories are going to apply to each and every Virgo. And I pay the least amount of attention to the signs that show up because of the fact that these are general and not every Virgo, if it happens to be a love relationship popping up here, is involved with the same sign, but rather that they have some characteristics. Similarly, I'm trying to appeal or to cover as many Virgos possible stories. If this does not resonate with you, please listen to your ascendant or your moon sign, for your messages might be there instead. So please give me the most accurate messages for those born under the sun, moon, or rising of Virgo. I've been doing these in order, starting from Aries, and now we're at Virgo. So give me the most accurate messages for sun, moon, or rising of Virgo. Okay, Virgos, here we go. Okay, Virgos, so at the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Wands in reverse, which is coming out of feeling defensive, blocking yourself off, feeling alienated, feeling like you have to protect yourself, but also setting proper boundaries with others and perhaps feeling as if that's something that you've had to do. In the reverse means that in October, now the timing will be different for each of you. In October, you will be coming out of that. You won't be feeling like you have to do that, for instance. Or you might be feeling good about, okay, I set proper boundaries and I'm good to go now. Some of you may have been feeling like you had to defend yourself. Okay, it's going to be different for all of you. So let's take a look at what's going on October 2018. So here we have reflection, hanging out by yourself, alienating yourself, separating yourself, or maybe you've just been thinking about a lot of things. You've been really reevaluating situations in your life, going through your past, going through your future, going through what coulda, shoulda, woulda been. The hangman is feeling stuck also, feeling like you're in limbo. And it could be after coming out of feeling defensive and feeling like you were in limbo. And then you got the 10 of Cups, which is awesome because love life, family life, happy life is all waiting here in October. The 10 of Cups is the ultimate wish fulfillment card when it comes to emotional fulfillment, love, family, good relationships with family. So some of you may have been spending time thinking about this, spending time about figuring out that that's what you really want. Okay, and some of you have been spending more time with family, with close loved ones, with your partners, etc. It also points to the fact that something very emotionally fulfilling can come to you in October. So for some of you, there's a 5 of Cups here, which is about you feeling, again, it's going with the alienation, going with the blocked off, feeling sad, nostalgic. Feeling nostalgic. It doesn't have to be sad, but it's just kind of somber. For some of you, it is sad, thinking about the mistakes you made, things you might have done. These could have been all your mistakes, and you still got stuff here that you've done good. Not to say that your mistakes were more than good, but hey, we're only human, right? But it's also about feeling sorry for making bad decisions in your life. Maybe choosing all the wrong people for relationships, or maybe you're screening out that better. And now you've got it nailed down to 2 different types of things. Like, I want a person like this, a person like that. I want a job like this. I want a job like that. But it is typically a card of nostalgia or thinking things through emotionally. It can be emotional. Then we got the Fool, which is a brand new start, and you finally just saying, okay, got rid of all this stuff, did my mental dump for the day, and now I'm ready just to go do what I want to do. I'm just going to go have fun. I'm just going to approach life through the eyes of a child. I'm just going to take risks. I'm just going to go for it. The Fool is just carefree and just going on a journey, just exploring life. But you got to be careful because you could walk right off the cliff in this kind of state where you're just like, anything is possible. Yes, it is. But you want to be cautious about your actions. But that's great that you're going to be feeling that way. And then you got Justice. So for those of you involved in a court case or anything like that, it's going to work out in your favor. Some of you might have been looking at from a family matter, family situation, a family inheritance. Some of you are just going to justify whatever it is that you went through this, or find justice to it somehow, or get justice as a result of you hanging out, thinking about things, clearing things up, feeling nostalgic, coming out of defensiveness, taking more risks, and then you see that things turn in your favor. Because I was going to flip this card and I just was looking at this one. But the Ten of Swords, which is too much, just had too much, whether it's too much work, too much emotional experiences, too much soul diving, too much hanging out by yourself, too much workload, too many responsibilities, too much just things that happened. You're coming out of that. That's the end of that. You're starting new. Justice will be in your favor. There's some big emotional support system here that's there for you. And then you got the Two of Wands in reverse, and this is about having to make a decision about your future that you're really not sure which direction you want to go right now. So you might have did a psychological dump, went through some things, been analyzing stuff, feeling bad maybe feeling defensive or setting proper boundaries, waiting for justice, which is coming. Any family problems or anything like that look like they're healing, they're getting better. You're definitely coming out of feeling stressed, okay? If this doesn't resonate with you, please listen to your rising sign or moon sign. Then we have the Queen of Wands, and this is a fire sign. But it doesn't have to be, because like I said, in general readings, the signs don't matter because not all of you are going to be involved with a fire sign. But in some cases, let me see if I can adjust this just a little bit. In some cases, it's a fire sign, sun, moon, or rising person that has something to do with the situation. Okay, and it looks like they didn't know what to do, or they didn't know what direction to go with you. Now, it could be a Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, male or female, that brought about this great stress for you. Okay, but this person's in the upright, so it doesn't necessarily mean that maybe you're waiting for justice on it. But I also see that this, in general readings, means that you are letting go of all this stuff, and you're going to be very confident and willing to go after what you want. Be passionate and go after it. So let's get some clarification on some of this. Can you tell me more about the Queen of Wands and the Two of Wands? But let's start with the Two of Wands. There's some sort of decision or choice you wanted to make, and it's been stressing you out. It's been stressing you out. You really need to make a decision. You really don't know what to do. And this is going to be just for some of you, not all of you, but for whoever this does apply. There's a decision, and yeah, you're going to figure it out. You're going to figure it out, and you're going to make it. You're going to go after it. You have the knowledge. You are going to have the courage, and I see you having the courage here. So for those of you who are trying to make a difficult decision, whether it be about work, love, or a relationship, or a court case, or a company situation, or whatever, because the justice is showing up in the middle, you're going to get the resources, the information, the knowledge, or everything you need in order to come up with a solution. Now, for some of you, there could be a fire sign or an air sign involved in the situation, and in a love relationship, perhaps they hurt you. But there is a rebirth coming. And it's coming out of feeling out in the cold and lonely and whatever the situation was that was caused by either of these people. You are uncovering something. You're getting justice. You're coming out of feeling too introspective, okay? And with Venus retrograde, this could be a relationship person that you're going to have a new start with that left you in the cold. It also could be, because not all of you are going to go back to an ex, but it could be that you review everything and you're reborn into like, you know, my old relationship patterns weren't right. I was left in the cold and I don't know why I want that person, you know, that type of thing. Or it could be a job or something you were waiting for the truth on, or a justice of the situation. It looks like that's coming to you. And for some of you, you do have an air sign that's very knowledgeable that's going to come in and help you, or that's going to play a part in whatever this has been that's been stressing you out. And for some of you, it could be a fire sign, sun, moon, or rising, or just the personality characteristics. A younger, more straightforward speaking intellectual person, or a more established, fiery, passionate person, or somebody that maybe even, ruled by the heart, passion and stuff. This one's ruled by the mind. So let's take a look at what your focus is going to be. It just looks like there's something that you guys have been struggling with, working through. But good things are coming, you know, with the Ten of Cups for sure. And somebody's going to come in and give you a message that's going to be really important. And it's going to give you some knowledge. And you're definitely going through a rebirth and coming out of feeling like you're locked in the cold. I've locked out in the cold, or blocked off from the world. You got igniting courage. I am strong, valiant, and courageous. So when we really take our courage and we just go for what it is we want, and we go fearlessly, and we forgive ourselves and let go of the stuff we did and just don't do it anymore, we change the course of our lives, you know. You also got stepping into stillness. My power is born in the majesty of silence. It's interesting because a lot of times we're talking, constantly communicating, constantly interacting, constantly all that stuff, that we forget about ourselves. And we forget about the fact that in our stillness, we uncover so much. And it's good for us and healthy for us to go through these types of things. So I'm going to get you guys one more, I'll get you two more. I'll get one general universe card just for a message to hopefully give you a focus, or at least a message that you can relate to that's helpful and positive. I like to focus on the power of the individual in my readings, because you are in charge of your destiny. You're in charge of everything in your life. You gotta make wise decisions. But that's about it. You guys got vacation, so some of you are needing a vacation. Take time to relax and go on an adventure, or just take time out for yourself to just vacate. Virgos can overanalyze, overthink, overworry, and this is about just breathing in, breathing out, allowing yourself to be, taking a nice vacation, relaxing if possible. We all have to work. Looks like somebody's been working a lot here. Somebody's been stressed out, and it's time for a vacation. Even if it's an hour bath and whatever it is, take a breather, relax. October's going to be good. Something positive is coming for you guys. There's definitely some passion ignited. You're going to feel a lot more confident. You're going to speak your mind or your truth about something. Somebody might come in and give you some information that's really important for you or helpful. And you're coming out of feeling left out of the cold, or unappreciated, or financially burdened or stressed. And there's a rebirth. So it looks really good for you guys. I hope that you guys found this helpful. If you would like your own personal reading, please go to www.illumeastrology.blogspot.com, or www.illumeastrology.com. I do astrology and tarot readings, and you can also read all about astrology, all about your own personal chart, all about the transits you're going through, what they mean for your birth time specifically. If you have that, I write a lot about the descriptions and what they mean, so do check that out. Otherwise, thank you so much for your patience with me. Thank you for listening. I'm sending you guys positive energy for all the best. And until next time.